Shilak Shakiladu, Sanpo Hajar Tengkai Sikibawan Baar, Kan Lumpung Nilekai Football Keseng KSU Nongpoh Circle Hamadan Dihar. Ban Penrung Kerteng, Phun Hau Number, Pra Iwe, Lai Iwe, Not Nyo, San Not Iwe Pra, Lane Pra Nyo, Kendai Sao, Not Sao, San San, Lai Sao. Ka Office Jong Deputy Commissioner ke District Bhoi, mentak singi ke Lumlang ya ke jingi Lumlang ya barok ke Nongtrei Sorkar nak kita nak trikam beper ke badan han Nongpoh. Nak bentaban penlong ya ke jingi Lumlang ban le borom ya ke lengkhut dap senem ke besan pusau jong ke jingi lenti jong ke jela kum ke jela ke bapura. Hagine jing le borom ya ke singi Meghalaya de lawan bani sim benta dau Deputy Commissioner ke District u Abilash Baranwal kumu kongsan. Ha ke jingi don lang ki Magister ke District ki officer nak kita nak trikam beper ke Sorkar han Nongpoh. Ki Nongtrei na kita nak trikam beper ki kena school ke Bhoi Synod College lembat kiwe. Lapan pu penpeng ye kene singi da ki jingroi bat ki jingi thu khana ya ke jingi lenti jong jela haswa ke jingyo ye ke jela ke bapura. U Deputy Commissioner ke District Wabilash Baranwal kumukongsan haba jingkren ulabu da ke jingkentu ya baro ki Nongtrei Sorkar bakin nai ke jing trikam ke bapaka lagi don hakono district jong jela Meghalaya. Namar ke benengkong ke dikicing trei ke bapaka na ke jika trei ke bakidon kenang baka jela kan kiu hakiliang barok compare la ke don ke jingpen ken riakam henrei barok ki de ban trei hok la ke kam ban kentiu ya ke jela barok kawe
On the 24th October 1961, the APHLC held its meeting and decided that the hill areas should have their own separate states.
On 22nd May 1966, the APHLC began Non-Violent Direct Action (NVDA). On 27 December 1966, the then Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, came to Shillong to meet the people and the leaders of the APHLC at the Yeramham ground, Nongtrei. On 13 January 1967, the then government of India proposed a federal plan to divide Assam into units with shared powers, structure and position. This proposal, however, was not fruitful as it was strongly opposed by the people of Assam.
On 9 and 10 September 1968, the APHLC launched a harder and direct action. On 12 September 1968, the government of India declared the hill areas of an autonomous state. On 15 September 1968, the APHLC accepted the Autonomous State Agreement as an interim state. On 30th and 40th February 1970, the district APHLC organized a fair at the garrison ground Laban. On 2nd April 1970, the autonomous state government was formed.
On 14 April 1970, the APHLC celebrated its formation at Tura. Leading member nominated for the Provisional Legislative Assembly of Autonomous State were solemnized at the taking oath ceremony.
On June 1970, the autonomous state government passed a resolution demanding a sub-state to be a full-fledged state from the government of India.
The offices, but still the branches keep changing. For the officers, you may get transferred in any district. Unfortunately, over here, unlike other parts of the country where the services are, how should I say it? The services are uniform across the entire state, whichever state we may talk about. But over here, instead of having one unified service, we have Khasi services, we have Jaintia services, we have Garo services. So the Khasi officers will not go to Jaintia Hills or Garo Hills and all those things. So in one way it is better because you get to serve people whom you resonate with the most. So you should use it as an opportunity. This is also a solemn reminder that Meghalaya was formed as a state because there was a feeling amongst all Khasi, Garo, Jaintia people that deep down they are all unified by a common purpose and they are all together in this quest for, how should I say, they are writing their own path of development. So having said that, the crux of the message is that whichever post you have been assigned, whatever capacity you have been given, you must make sure that when you leave that branch or post after 3-4 years, you have at least 4 or 5 things to remember that have happened only because you were there, that you can take ownership about. And it is not just possible with Deputy Commissioner or my ADMs or my ACs. It's possible with everyone in whatever limited capacity they are working. For example, a staff who is working in a branch, they can take pride in the fact that when they had joined, the branch was too disoriented, the files were lying everywhere, and they took the initiative, they organized the branch, they indexed all the files, and they made sure that the turnaround rate of files reduced from, let's say, 10-12 days to maybe 2 days or maybe 3 days. Even that is a service to the society that we are benefiting from. Similarly, for all the officers, whether you are agriculture, horticulture, whether you are in health department, whatever. My point is that tomorrow all of us are going to retire, and when you retire, you should not only remember the days when you partied real hard and enjoyed real hard, but you should also have memories about tasks or things that happened only because you were there in the post. Then only the vision, the idea with which Meghalaya was carved out as a separate state would be fulfilled. So that, as Eric mentioned, that Meghalaya was carved out because, or for that matter, other hill states were carved out because they felt marginalized. So, to be able to overcome that marginalization, the responsibility is upon us only. Nobody is going to come, the central government can only provide us funds. No other state people are going to come and work here. It is the responsibility of the state government, and we are the state government. Nobody else is the state government. We are the ones who are supposed to take the state forward. So, again, my request and my message to all of you, that kindly put your best foot forward. Always remember that this is a blessing from the Almighty, that you are being paid to do a job that will benefit others. Because many people who are earning otherwise, let's say they are working in private companies, they have to separately spend money, spend efforts if they want to do something that will bring them satisfaction by the fact of serving the society. But we are being paid for that. So you should consider it a blessing and try and make sure that in whatever capacity and whatever designation we are, we do our best and we serve the society, because at the end of the day, as of now, Meghalaya is lying almost at the bottom in nearly all of the indicators. And that's the harsh reality. Whether it is education, whether it is health related indicators, whether it is nutrition related indicators, etc. etc. So, despite 54 years of statehood, if it is the state of being in the state that we are serving, a lot of introspection is required from us government servants as well.
Movement, what was showcased here by the students also points to the fact that the kind of agitation that was carried forward was in a very, very peaceful manner. They followed the principles of ahimsa, and also they got through, they reached the aim of attaining statehood through non-violent means. Meghalaya would never have happened without the formation of the then all-party Hills Leaders Conference in the 60s, and which led to the Hill State movement under stalwarts like Captain Williamson A. Sangma, who was also our first Chief Minister and who also happened to be the Governor of Mizoram, Shri late B.B. Lingdo, Stanley D.D. Nichols Roy, and late Hoover Nyota. And Meghalaya being a matrilineal society and a matrilineal state, I would also like to mention about the fact that through all these agitations, even though majority of the women were not at the forefront, they form a major support base. So whenever there were agitations, whenever there were tear gas being hurled at the protesters during the agitations, it was the women folk who helped the protesters by providing them food, by providing them water, by providing them various kinds of support. And also the fact that ours being a matrilocal society, I am proud to be a Meghalayan to say that our respect for women is manifold, and we set standards for different parts of the country and for those who want to realize the importance of living in an egalitarian society.